Mai I pōtikirua ki te toka a Taiau. Tauana kia tūranga tangata rite. Rere iho ki ngā tuke mata o ka hungunu. Ngā reo irirangi o te rāwhiti.
Ko te tai timu, ko te tai pari, ko te tai toko o te purangi ko
KAPU Tai-Rāwhiti. KAPU Tai-Rāwhiti.
Tai-Rāwhiti.
These tides brought to you by Turanga FM, Radio Ngāti Pro and Radio Kahungunu.
I think the writer was a little bit tired, just quietly. Today on KAPU Tai-Rāwhiti, we speak to the moko artist behind clothing brand Tai-Kehu.
Tai-Kehu is a collection designed and developed by TAIRA Butler and also Toyake's Maia, Gibbs and Henare Brooking.
Now, the patterns and designs of Tai-Kehu are inspired by Kehu's journey and deep connections to the coastlines of Aotearoa.
Sounds beautiful. We have that story coming up soon, but first, let's look at the news.
Mai I te tī ki te tā, ki ngā tai pito pito o te wā. He wera te tī, me maringi.
Mōre nei heka mā, hei a pōpō tū ai te tahi kaupapa ara te wānanga a rau kumara pai maunga hei te kaukaraki tata ti Mātai. He kaupapa tēnei hei whakakotahi I ngā whānau e noho atu ana ki te rau kumara. I nā ngā mahi papai kua whakaritea mō te hui nei, ko manu Papuni Isles tētahi o ngā kai kōrero, ko Bella rāwa ko Keith Stevenson hoki ka whakahaeretia e rāwa ko tētahi kaupapa e pāna ki te hinu kānuka. Toru te kau noiho ngā tūranga mō tēnei wāhanga nei, whakapātu ki tēnei tangata, me he mea koe rato hiahia kia taki haere koe.
Ki turanga nui a kiwa hei ngā rangi whakangā o te reipa tīmatari ai te noho hōpu nei ki te Tai-Rāwhiti o tira ki ngā wāhi pēnei a pauawa me turi haua. Ko etahi o ngā wāhi ka muia e te tāngata. Hei tā Michelle Frey o te kauni hiraro he o turanga nei. I pai tā rātou kōrero tahi me wako kotahi e whakaetia ai te noho hōpu nei ki I nei wāhi e rua. He oi ka kati I nei wāhi hei te toru te kau o Apereira hei te tau e kainamu mai ana.
Ki ka hungunu I naene, kua whakawhiwhia e ngā rōpū āhapuri ki here taunga ki te kotahi ira 2 miliona tāra whai muri mai I te pāngia o Huripari Gabriel. E waru ngā tāngata I mate I te matawa Māui whai muri mai I te Huripari nei. Nui ake I te tekau mātahi rau whare I pākinotia e te Huripari. Ko e nei moni he mea āwhina I a rātou e āwhina ana I te hapuri o here taunga. A kāti kora katoa ngā pūrongo o te wā.
He timo kai, he wera te wai. Noho mai, me rāhia rāua ko Mātai.
Tai-Kehu was guided and designed by two of the most highly regarded moko artists here in Aotearoa. And recently I had the privilege of talking to both of them.
Those moko artists are Henare Brooking and Maia Gibbs. Not only have they worked on Tai-Kehu, but also the Warriors and the Silver Ferns uniforms as well.
And they're pretty impressive. Hoi anō, kia whakarongo ake tātou ki taku ui I a rāua.
Tēnā rawa atu kōrua, te tokorua puku mahi, and when I say puku mahi I mean every sentiment of that particular description because you guys have been so busy, nerakas.
Yeah, pretty busy cuz, busy, yep.
And when I say busy, Maia, I'm talking let's go back to the Warriors jersey, up the wās, when you're kind of going through that creative process to design what you designed for the Warriors. Talk to me about that.
We found a particular manu, amokora bird, that we, you know, its feathers were prized amongst Māori, but also throughout the Moananui-a-Kiwa, and we built the kōrero and the design around that particular manu, and also incorporated their colours, so blue being mana moana, green mana whenua, and red mana tangata, and try to build it around that, if that makes sense.
What was the reception from the boys when you presented it, Henare?
Oh no, it was great, eh? It was great, and it was great to receive that from them, to have received it well, with the understanding, I suppose, of what we incorporated to reflect their, I suppose, everything, the makeup of the Warriors.
So let's go from the Warriors jerseys to the Silver Ferns bibs. Me kōrero tātou mō te tohu rauhiriwa. I'm going to go straight to you, Maia. Was it Mum that came and approached you, being a former Silver Ferns coach?
Nah, it wasn't Mum. Mum actually didn't know about it right until pretty much we walked in the room, bro. It actually came through my brother, my younger brother, Peter. He's the strength and conditioning coach for the Northern Mystics at the moment. And at that particular time, Sulu, who was the captain, Sulu Fitzpatrick was the captain of the Mystics, was also, you know, with the Ferns as well. And as part of their senior player group, I suppose, and expressed a want to create a tohu to sit on their dress that kind of incorporated the whakaaro of the players, the whakapapa of the players, very similar to the Warriors.
Let's go to another successful story, KEHU Butler, and the recent design for Quicksilver, Henare. Kei a koe ngā whakamārama?
Yeah, there was another awesome opportunity, bro, that we were able to collaborate on with KEHU and his whānau. Yeah, beautiful opportunity and awesome for Māori. And what the particular tohu, we worked on and created for him, and it was awesome. And big acknowledgement for him. He dedicated a lot of it to kohanga reo, which was awesome. And we've had a lot of good feedback about that. And again, it's just awesome for Māori to be on the world stage and be worn not just by Māori, but the likes of world-class surfers, around the world. So, yeah.
Like Maia Gibbs?
Oh, just a groveler, cuz. Whitewash warrior, bro.
Ka pai, talk to me about the design for KEHU.
For us, we spoke that early on, and again, similar to the Warriors and the Silver Ferns, and it's probably something that is really important for us going forward in terms of these projects, is sitting down with him and his whānau and figuring out, what do they want. At the end of the day, we're just the pencils for him. So we sat down with him and his whānau and looked at their whakapapa, what they wanted to represent, who they wanted to represent, and we kind of began to pull it together like that.
Any other projects in the pipeline that we can kind of expect soon?
Yeah, there's a few kaupapa in the pipeline. Okay. Probably won't mention just yet, but always kaupapa, and we're always trying to involve some of our local other artists and stuff, and like Maia said, always good to come back to kaupapa like this. I think we must acknowledge the likes of Uncle D and Uncle Mark and them,
Nā rātou te huarahi para, ne?
Yeah, that's right. Pressure builds diamonds, so like to think so. Yeah, we just try our best.
Tēnā rawa te kōrua. I like that kōrero, pressure builds diamonds. There's a few diamonds around the corner you need to get back to, so e mihi atu ana kia kōrua. Tēnā kōrua.
Man, I tell you what, I'm going to have to get some of those kākahu. What about you? Yeah. Kapa. Are you getting some now?
I'm going to order some.
Are you going to order some online? Well, whilst you're doing that, have a good weekend e te whānau. It is AMP show at Gizzy tomorrow. Don't eat too many hot dogs.
Maurawa te kōrero. And make sure to vote before 7 p.m. tomorrow night. It's your last chance to have your say about who you want to run the country for the next 3 years.
Those results are going to be very interesting. And as Rahia says, if you don't vote, then shut up. That's what you say. We'll see you next week for another episode of Kapu TAIRA whiti e te ti e te tā.
Hei kona!
It sounds better when you say shit as opposed to
the other word.
Yeah.
Radio Ngāti Porou. Radio Kahungunu. Tūranga FM. Kaputi me ngā irirangi o te rāwhiti. Ko te reo